Hi, this is Charles Potts. I'm here to submit my final video, which is going to be a neuro assessment. And here's a 360 of the room. Hi, how are you?
Good.
My name's Charlie. I'm going to be your nurse practitioner today. I'd just like to start. Could you give me your first name, last name?
Katie Potts.
Okay, and your date of birth?
11/30/80.
Awesome. Today we're going to be doing a neuro assessment. Okay. First thing I need you to do for me is if you could just clog off one side of your nose there. Good. Take a deep breath in and out. And then the other side. Deep breath in and out. Now a couple things I'm going to have you smell. If you could just identify the smell for me.
Vanilla.
Perfect.
Coffee.
Perfect. Next thing we're going to do is just take a look at some things with your vision. So what I need you to do for me is if you could just cover your left eye. Hold this chart at a reasonable, comfortable distance for me. Read me the smallest line you can read from left to right, please.
LTFPH.
Awesome. And then could you cover your other eye for me? I'm going to have you read that line backwards.
HPFTL.
Thank you. All right, next thing we're going to do, which will be checking your visual fields. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be wiggling my fingers. I need you to look straight at my nose and then just let me know when you can see my fingers in your peripheral vision. Okay?
Yes. 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 Yes.
Right. Now I'm going to have you cover your left eye again for me, please. I'm going to cover mine. Let me know when you can see my fingers wiggling in your vision.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Perfect. Now we're going to do our other eye. Let me know when you can see my fingers wiggling in your vision.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Perfect. All right, next thing I'm going to have you do for me is I'm going to have you look just straight forward, and I'm going to be looking at your pupillary response, and we're going to be looking for direct on both sides. All right, we'll do one more time. This time I'm going to be looking at your opposite just to make sure that both eyes are responding the same way. Perfect. Great. All right, next thing I'm going to have you do, if you could take off your glasses for me. Okay, and I'm going to have you close your eyes. Now I need you to just bite down, clench your jaw. Perfect. And one more time here for me. One more time here. Great. You can put your glasses back on. Okay. I'm gonna have you smile. I'm gonna have you open your mouth. Good. I'm gonna have you puff your cheeks. Have you frown for me. Great. Raise your eyebrows. And then if you'll take your glasses off just for a second, close your eyes as tight as you can. Don't let me open your eyes. Perfect. Next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to have my fingers on either side of your ears. First of all, can you hear any noise there? Perfect. Close your eyes for me. Let me know what side you can hear.
Left. Right. Both.
Perfect. I'm going to have you open your mouth for me. I'm going to take my tongue blade and look in here. Can you say ah?
Ah.
Great. Just going to move around. Just want to look at your tongue. Good there, real quick. Perfect. You can close your mouth back. Now I'm going to have you take your tongue, stick it out for me. Good. To the left. Move it to the right. And then up and back down again. Perfect. Next thing I'm going to have you do is if you could just shrug up for me. Perfect. Good. And if you could turn your head against my hand there. And then if you could turn your head against my hand here. Perfect. One thing I forgot to check as we were going through there was on your trigeminal nerve. I just need to look at I'm going to touch you with these whiffs of cotton. Just to let me know where you feel them. Okay, so if you can just close your eyes for me.
Forehead. Chin.
What side?
Left.
Okay.
Right cheek. Right chin. Right forehead. Left cheek.
Perfect. Next thing that we're going to be checking on is just want to look at your coordination. Okay, so I'm going to have you take your start with your left hand, touch your nose, and touch my finger. Touch your nose, touch my finger, touch your nose, touch my finger. Touch your nose again for me. We're going to go to the left hand and touch my finger. Touch your nose, touch my finger, touch your nose, touch my finger. Perfect. Sorry about that. Great. If I can have you do some, can you just tap your thighs for me? Great. And then I'm going to have you tap your feet on the floor. Great. And then I'd like to have you just, if you could take your heel of your left foot, put it to your right kneecap, and then slide it down to your foot. Great. And then if you could do that on the opposite side. Great. I need to go back and check one more thing also with you. Follow my finger. I forgot to do our letter H. If you could just look here. Follow my finger with just your eyes, just moving your eyes. Don't move your head. This last one's going to be a little bit weird. I'm just going to come straight towards your nose. Just follow my finger as far in as you can. Great. Okay, so next thing that I'm going to have you do is if you could walk for me. So I just need you to walk towards the door and just walk normal, just like you're going anywhere you would during the day. As you come back to me, I'd like for you to walk like you're walking on a tightrope, heel to toe. Great, good balance there. I'm going to have you walk back towards the door on your tiptoes. And I'm going to have you turn around and come back to me walking on your heels. Great. Now I'm going to have you, you can either jump in place or just bounce at your knees in place. Perfect. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to check your wrong bird stance. So I'm going to have you just close your eyes, hands by your side. And I'm going to be standing right here beside you, just looking to make sure that we're not leaning or tilting any ways, that we have good balance there. Perfect. We'll do that for about a minute. And then our next one that we're going to do is also going to be for a minute. So if you could open your eyes, look at me. I want you to do, this is called a pronator. I'm going to have you put your hands straight out, palms up, close your eyes, and we'll watch for about a minute to make sure that those hands don't drift down. And then we're going to just push on, make sure that we don't go anywhere. Perfect. You can have a seat again. Next thing I'm going to check on you is your strength, okay? So first thing that I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you lift against me and push against me. Great. I'm going to have you lift and flex against me again and then extend against me again. Perfect. I'm going to do the same thing, but on your wrist. I need you to turn your wrist up. I'm going to hold you, support you here, and I'm going to push down here, push up against me. Great. Do the same thing over here. I'm going to support you here, push up against me. Good. I'm going to have you do your grips, okay? So I'm going to take my fingers. I'm going to come in from this side. If you could just squeeze as tight as you can. Perfect. Have your fingers out straight like this. Don't let me close them. Great. And if you could hook your pinky and your thumb together. Don't let me open them. Great. I'm going to move on down to your lower extremities now. I can have you push up against me. Don't let me push you down. Great. Don't let me lift you up. Perfect. All right. Don't let me push your knees together. And don't let me pull your knees apart. Perfect. Going to go down to your knees to make sure we have good extension and flexion here. So I'm going to have you push against me. Don't let me push you back. Perfect. Don't let me pull you down. Great. Push against me again. Pull. Okay. And I'm going to have you lift your ankles towards the sky, lifting your toes towards the sky. I'm sorry, lifting your toes towards the sky. There you go. Perfect. And then if you can just push down like you're pushing on a gas pedal. Perfect. Next thing that I'm going to check, excuse me, I want to check your sensation. So we have a sharp end, a dull end. I'm going to have you close your eyes. I just want you to tell me if you feel dull or sharp. Okay?
Dull. Sharp. 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 Sharp.
Perfect. We're gonna keep moving down now.
Dull. Sharp. Dull. Sharp. 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 Dull.
All right, I'm gonna have you, if you don't mind, if you could just lay flat on your back for me. Okay. I'm gonna do some passive lifting on your neck. Okay. So you just gotta lay there. I just need you to know if you feel any. Let me know if you feel any pain in your lower back as I'm doing this. Okay. And we're just looking for any hip rise or knee rise. With that test. Okay. So we have a negative Brudzinski sign. Next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna just lift your legs. You don't have to do anything, okay? So I'm gonna bend your knee here, bring this up, and then as I extend your leg, let me know if you feel any pain. Okay. And again, here I'm gonna lift your knee, come up, and we're extending that. Any pain? Great. Next one, I'm gonna just lift your leg straight up. I'm gonna flex your foot. Any pain?
No.
Okay. And again, any pain?
No.
Perfect. All right. While I have you laying there, I'm just going to check real quick. I want to see, we're just going to check a reflex real quick on your stomach. Okay, this is a cutaneous reflex. We're just looking for a little contraction. Good. And we're going to do the same thing on the sole of your feet. Good. Okay, I'm going to help you sit up. Okay. Excuse me. Next thing I'm going to have you do is I'm going to strike this. I just need you to tell me when you don't feel it on your thumb anymore. Feel it vibrating.
No.
Okay.
No. No. No.
All right. You can have your eyes closed for me. Hands, palms up. Close your hands there for me. And what do you feel in your hand?
Cotton ball.
Perfect. And what do you feel in your hand here?
Paper clip.
Perfect. I'm going to draw a number in the palm of your hand. And you tell me what number you feel.
3. 7.
Perfect. All right, next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to just check your deep tendon reflexes, okay? So starting with up here in your bicep area, we're just going to relax it. There you go, great. Good. Good. Okay. Good. Good. Going down to your knee now. If you could sit back just a little bit for me, take your leg up before. Thank you. Okay, and we're going to come back here and do. Okay. Great. All right. Katie, I appreciate you coming in to see us today, and we'll see you next time for your next visit, okay? Thank you.